Hello student, welcome to Sri Vardhaman Vidyalaya online education. So here we will see the part 4 of an chapter 2 is matter around us pure. In this part we will study about separating the component of an mixture. We have learned that most of the natural substances are not chemically pure. Different methods of separations are used to get individual components from a mixture. Separation makes it possible to study and use the individual component of a mixture. Heterogeneous mixtures can be separated into their respectively constituents by the simple physical method like handpicking, sieving, filtration that we use in our day-to-day life. Sometimes special techniques have been used for the separation of the components of mixture. So there are so many methods for the separation of components. First, that is an evaporation method, filtration method, distillation method, fractalizing distillation method, crystallization, chromatography. So we will learn one by one. So first is to obtain a colored component from ink. Colored component, that is dye. So what are the materials required? First, watch glass, ink, that is you can take a black or blue, beaker, stand and burner. You can see the diagram. So this is a burner and this is a beaker, and we are taking a watch glass. So this is a watch glass and this is the stand. Okay, so what we are taking, that is here inside the beaker there is a water, and above that we kept a watch glass, and inside the watch glass there is an ink. So when we heat, what happens? The water will boil, and due to the boiling of water, it will heat the ink, and the ink will be vapors. So this will be happens in the evaporation. So what is the procedure? We can see. Take a beaker and fill it half with the water. Take few ml of an ink, either blue or black, in the watch glass and place it on the mouth of the beaker. Start heating the beaker and observe. Heating is continued as long as the evaporation is taking place. Heating is stopped when no further change can be noticed on the watch glass. Observation. Evaporation take place from the watch glass can be seen. Residue is left on the watch glass. So what is the conclusions that we drawn from this? It can be concluded that the ink is not a pure substance, but it is a mixture of dye in water. We can easily separate it by the evaporation method. So ink is not a single substance. Evaporation takes place from the watch glass containing ink. So ink is the mixture of dye in the water. Thus we can separate the volatile component, that is a solvent, from its non-volatile solute by the method of evaporation. Application of evaporation process. This method can be used to separate the volatile component, that is a solvent, from a non-volatile solute. Volatile means it having a more boil. It is highly evaporated, means it is evaporated very fast. And non-volatile means it does not evaporate very fast. For example, sugar and salt. And for volatile compound like alcohol, so that is it will be easily evaporated. Second, applications to obtain a common salt from seawater. Seawater is trapped in a shallow pit that we are calling as lagoons, and is allowed to stand there for a few minutes. During this time, the heat of the sun evaporates water in this pit, leaving behind the solid salt. This salt is further purified by the classifications method. So this classification method we can see later in this part of the chapter at last. So like that we can find out and means that we can separate a volatile component from a non-volatile substance by using an evaporation method. Second method, to separate the cream from milk by using a centrifugation method. So the materials required for this is full cream milk, centrifuging machine or a milk cruncher. That we can see that in your home, that is you can mixture, it will used for an grinding some substance, we will use an mixtures. So that is also we called as an centrifuge machine, just like an centrifuge machine. Next, jug test tube procedure. Take an boiled cold milk in a test tube and place the test tube in a centrifuging machine. Sorry, take an unboiled cold milk in a test tube and place this test tube in a centrifuging machine. Centrifuge it at high speed by using a hand centrifuging machine for a few minutes and observe. Observation. Cream floating on the milk can be seen. Conclusions. When milk is rotated at high speed, then the suspended light particles like fat protein molecules bind with each other, forming a cream and skimmed milk. So the cream being a lighter float over the skimmed milk, which can be removed easily. Sometimes the solid particles in liquids are very small and passes through a filter paper. For such particles, the filtration techniques are separated by the centrifugation. The principle is that the denser particles are forced to the bottom and the lighter particles stay at the top when spun rapidly. So this is a centrifugation machine. So this we can use, you can see in a dairy, milk dairy. So in that they will use to check fats. So like this, that is see this one. This is a tube, test tube. Okay. So this is a supernated, that is a lighter particles, and the denser particles will be settled down. And this is centrifuged machine. So it will be rotate using a motor, as well as we can do a hand rotation also. Applications of centrifugation method. This technique is used in washing machines to squeeze out, means to remove out water from the wet cloth and make them dry. This technique is used in the diagnostic laboratory for testing the cholesterol, lipids in blood, that is ESR, that is erythrocytic sedimentation rate, and various other types of tests. It is used in the dairies for separating cream from the milk and butter from the curd. Next, third method to separate a mixture of two immiscible liquids. You know what is an immiscible liquids. Immiscible liquids means they will not be mixed with each other. For that is we are taking an example kerosene oil from the water by using a separating funnel. So material required: separating funnel, iron stand, kerosene oil beaker and water. Procedure. A mixture of kerosene oil and water is taken in the separating funnel. The separating funnel is clamped on an iron stand. The mixture is allowed to stand so that it form a two distinct layer, means two phase. A clean beaker is placed below and the stop cock is opened slowly so that the water fall into the beaker. Close the stop cock of the separating funnel as the oil reaches the stop cock. Observation. The kerosene oil being lighter forms the upper layer. So this is the separating funnel. So you can see this is in a stopcock and this is water and kerosene. This is in a separating funnel. So you have to keep the apparatus like this. This one is in a water and beakers. This is stopcock. So this is in a two layers. So first we are taking in a water from that. So this is in a water and this is the stand. Okay, so you can see that is in a lighter particles will be on a top, that is in an upper layer, and heavier particles will be in a down. So the heavier is in a water and then a lighter is in a kerosene. So what is the conclusions? When a liquid mixture containing two immiscible liquid is taken in the separating funnel, then the liquid layer stands one above the other. The liquid layer with a greater density forms a lower level layer, where the lighter liquid having a lower density forms an upper layer. Applications of a separating method. They separate the mixture of oil and water in the extraction of iron from its ore, that you can study in the 10th standard in the chapter 3 metals and non-metals, how we can extract metals from its ore. Ore is nothing but that is some impurities elements from which we can take metals. So the lighter slag is removed from the top by this method to leave the molten iron at the bottom in the furnace. So the principle is that immiscible liquids separate out in layer depending upon their density. Next, fourth method, to separate a mixture of common salt and ammonium chloride or camphor. So material required: china dish, tripod stand, mixture of common salt and ammonium chloride, glass funnel, cotton and burner. Procedure: take the mixture of sand and ammonium chloride in china dish and cover the china dish with an inverted glass funnel and place it on the tripod stand. So look at this diagram. So this is a china dish and we are inverting a funnel over this. So inside a china dish we are taking the mixture of an ammonium chloride and the salt. Put a loose cotton plug in the opening of a funnel so as to prevent the escaping of ammonium chloride vapors. Heat the china dish on a low flame and absorb. Observation: a white fumes, that is a vapor of ammonium chloride, can be seen coming out of the mixture. Now heat this one. This is a cotton plug, so we are fit in the opening of a funnel, so that what happens, the vapor will not be come out from this funnel. Okay. Now when we heat this one, you can see a vapor of an ammonium chloride will be coming out, and that will be what happens after a cooling. It will be left, means it will, you can see that is it will be deposited at a wall of in funnel. So this white film started depositing as a white solid on coming in contact with an inner wall of the funnel. So when the gas will be liberating, means it will be comes out after the cooling. Sometimes what happens, this white fumes that will be deposited on the wall of this one and it will be cool. So the sand salt is left behind in the china dish. Conclusion: the ammonium chloride being a volatile substance, that it will be easily evaporate, so change into the white vapor easily, which deposited on the cold inner wall of the funnel. The ammonium chloride obtained and is called as sublimate. So some other example of the solid which sublime are iodine, camphor, naphthalene and anthracene. So from this we can separate a volatile substance from any substance. So here this is how we can separate common salt and ammonium chloride. Thank you. We will meet in the next session of this chapter.